our story so far.
There you are.
We soon found out that the bird we'd seen wasn't a parakeet. Definitely.
Later, we heard the woman in black called Badger a cheap, small-time crook. But Sharon didn't take it very seriously.
Why don't you stop worrying about them or their birds? I thought you were planning to visit Mr. Trim.
Oh, no, not that old junk shop again.
It's not an old junk shop. Mr. Trim says it's an antique shop.
What's the difference then?
The difference, clever boy, is that an antique shop sells expensive furniture, really beautiful stuff, whereas a junk shop, well, that just sells a lot of cheap old rubbish.
Old rubbish. That's Mr. Trim's all right.
No, it isn't. He sells real antiques, not junk.
On our way to Mr. Trim's shop, we saw this.
Hey, who said Mr. Trim was only an old junk shop? Look at this. He's selling something for £500.
Then a man started asking us questions.
What's this? Do you kids know anything about this card? Do you know this Mr. Trim?
We ran off.
We arrived at Mr. Trim's shop out of breath.
Oh, my little sailor friends, welcome. How splendid to see you again.
How are you, Mr. Trim?
Oh, very well, my dear Jackie. In fighting trim, as they say. Nothing like hard work to keep you fit, is there? Now, what can I do for you, my dears?
Can we have a look in your toy tray? We've come to buy something cheap.
Oh, short of cash, are we? Never mind, I'm sure we can find something cheap. Toy tray coming up.
Have you still got that old camera, Mr. Trim?
I think I may have.
Mr. Trim, your clock. You've dropped the tray on it.
Oh, never mind. To tell you the truth, I don't think I was ever going to get this to work again. It really doesn't matter. We'll put it in the waste paper basket, shall we? Do come in, sir. The shop is full of customers all of a sudden. Can I help you, sir?
Just looking, if I may.
Certainly, sir. Anywhere you like. Ah, you found it. Not damaged, I hope.
Oh, it's all right, Mr. Trim. Definitely.
To you, Butch, 50 pence.
50 pence, Mr. Trim. Much appreciated.
Kill me.
I wanted to have a look at some books.
Ah, yes, Trevor. Well, you're in luck. I had a new lot in only this morning. Now, where did I hide them? Let me see. Just a moment. Do you mind, sir?
How much is this?
That chest, sir, is already sold.
I saw a card in the newspaper shop about a chest for sale. Is it this one?
Perhaps it is.
For £500.
That advertisement was out of date. It should never have been left in the window. But I have others. May I show you?
No. I was interested in what it said about the contents. I wish to see the contents of this one.
Do you?
The drawers appear to be stuck.
That may be because they are stuck.
Look, just what exactly are the contents?
I'm sorry, sir. You'll have to wait. I'm attending to other customers. Now, Trevor. Books, I think you said.
Look, I just wondered. Have the contents got anything to do with this?
That's our bird.
Yes.
Your bird? What do you mean?
We saw a bird like that only yesterday.
Where?
One moment, sir.
But I want to talk to them.
You leave these children alone. They are friends of mine, and I will not have them bullied by any brash young man who pushes his way into my shop. So outside, sir.
Wait a minute, please.
Out, please.
No,
I insist. Out of my shop, or they will be trouble. forget him. Now, this may be very important. Tell me everything you know about this bird, from the very beginning.
You mean about the parakeet?
Parakeet? My dear young friends, that was no parakeet. Don't you realize that was the picture of a peregrine falcon? What you saw was a peregrine falcon.
Falcon?
Yes,
Peregrine falcon?
yes. One of the rarest wild birds in Britain. Now, tell me everything.
Doesn't it all seem like a long time ago?
Yeah, but I think we'd all recognise a picture of a peregrine now. Definitely.
And it's not a rare bird, not anymore.
Thank goodness.
I know. Let's show the word watchers a bit of your Peregrine Facts video, so they can see what the bird is like for themselves.
OK.
The peregrine falcon is a terrific flyer. It soars through the air and can dive after its prey at a speed well over 100 miles an hour. This is called a stoop. The talons are very strong. The peregrine uses them to catch its prey and hold it down so it can tear at it with its hooked beak. The peregrine's eyes are 8 times as sharp as ours. It soars high in the sky. It's seen some prey, a flock of pigeons. It stoops to catch one. The peregrine can fly faster than any other bird in Britain. It's the largest of our British falcons, and like all birds of prey, it's protected by law. It's a crime to harm the birds or to take their eggs.
Hey, Wordy, which birds always go to church?
I don't know. Which birds always go to church?
Birds of prey.
Oh.
Now, I thought we'd got this sorted out, but there's something wrong here. Extra S won't work with this word. Now, why?
Well, bird brain, that's because you have one child, but lots of children.
Oh.
You have one thief, but 2 thieves.
Now then, how did my mate Sid tell me to do a smash and grab? I remember. Smash lock, push door open, dash inside, grab the cash, dash out. Help the police. Oh no. Drop the cash. I wish I hadn't done this smash and grab. Now, officer, I'm sorry, but I really didn't do what you thought I'd done. Please don't write my name in that book.
For sale with contents. Contents. That means what's inside. What's inside the chest?
Books have contents. The contents page tells you what's inside the book.
Word jokes. Oh, let's see. Why is it dangerous to put the letter M into the fridge?
It's here somewhere.
Because it changes ice to mice.
I know, I've seen it. It's here.
Oh, what's the matter, bird brain?
I don't know.
Acorns for Sal? Who's Sal?
I've lost a letter. It's under here somewhere.
Oh, a missing E. But that's no ordinary E.
You need me. I'm Magic E.
Yes, that's better. Acorns for sale. Now let's get the Magic E wizard to work on some more words.
Just watch me. I'm Magic E.
Magic, Magic E. Magic, Magic E. A cap is a cape with me. A tap is a tape with me. See what you do with me. I'm Magic, Magic E. Magic, Magic E. A can is a cane with me. A man is a mane with me. See what you do with me. I'm Magic, Magic E. Magic, Magic E. Mad becomes made with me. Fat becomes fate with me. See what you do with me. I'm Magic, Magic E. Magic, Magic E.
Yes, word watchers. Can you hear how Magic E changes the sound of the letter A? Sal, sail. Sal, sail.
Hang on a minute, Wordy. Magic E doesn't always work, you know. Look at these words. They all end in E, but I don't think it's Magic E. You don't say message, you say message. You don't say have, you say have.
Oh, yes, you're right. Those are sneaky E words. I'd forgotten all about them.
Ah, Sneaky E, that's a good name for it.
Yes, word watchers. You have to watch out for Sneaky E. Don't let it get you into trouble.
And if I'm not mistaken, here's another Sneaky E word.
Oh, yes, yummy.
Here, Butch, hunger strikes.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Should we still be using that word?
Well, the peregrine's certainly not common. It's just the opposite.
The sparrow is common, but the peregrine's rare. Common, rare. Opposite, got it. If you're not a bird's enemy, you gotta be its friend. Enemy, friend. Opposite, got it. Is it wild? Come on, think of the opposite. Wild, tame. Opposite, got it. Is it different? Come on, think of the opposite. Different, same. Opposite, got it. And now just tell me, what is the opposite of cock-a-doodle-doo?
What?
Cock-a-doodle-doo, come on!
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
That was great, Jay.
What's happened? Where's Butch?
Butch!
It's all right, it's the generator. Loose wire. Fixed it.
Oh, that's better. Now, where's that remote control thing?
Hang on a minute, Wordy, I'm mending it.
Oh,
There.
thank you. You were mending it, and now you've mended it. With ED. Ha-ha. ED at the end of a word usually means something's happened.
If you've got a chair to mend and ED is at the end, then it's mended. Yes, it's mended.
Will it happen? Can you see? Did it happen with ED? Yes, it happened. Yes, it happened.
If you look with E and D, then you've looked.
When you cook with E and D, then you've cooked.
When you're coming to the end and ED's there at the end, then it's ended. Yes, it's ended.
And now it's time for some more of our story, eh, Wordy?
Yeah, time to find out why Mr. Trim was so excited about our bird.
But first some reading, eh, Wordy?
That garden nearby. And there was no sign of the bird.
Yeah, and there were these two strangers arguing.
When we told him all we could remember about the bird and the strangers, Mr. Trim looked very worried.
Thank you, my dears. That's most interesting.
But what does it all mean, Mr. Trim?
It means, my dears, unless I'm very much mistaken, that poor, beautiful bird has been stolen. Perhaps from a nest in the mountains in Scotland. The thieves must have brought it down to London to sell it.
Sell it?
Oh, yes, my dears. Wild peregrine falcons are very, very rare. There are people all over the world who would willingly pay a lot of money for such a rare bird. Or its eggs.
But What's wrong with that?
Is it against the law? Indeed it is. It's stealing to take a falcon or its eggs from the nest. Why, if this sort of thing were allowed to go on, very soon there'd be no wild peregrines left.
And do you think that man?
Him? Oh, yes, my dears. Well, you heard the way he talked. No, I don't trust that young man. I think he's probably a bird thief.
Yeah, we didn't like the look of him.
It's very lucky that I was here to deal with him. A thoroughly nasty type. But fortunately, he appears to have gone. Yes, very lucky indeed. Because, my dears, I am an elf.
An elf?
You're a bit big to be an elf, aren't you, Mr. Trim?
Are you joking?
You mean with pointed ears?
No, my dears. ELF stands for the English Lovers of the Falcon. E English, L Lovers, F Falcon. ELF for short. We elves are sworn to save and protect our wild falcons. So, I want you now, my dears, to show me which house those strangers came out of. Because they're probably crooks as well.
But what are we going to do?
Will we arrest them?
Arrest
Perhaps we should take a gun with us,
No.
Mr. Trim.
I know.
Right.
How about this, Mr. Trim? This'd scare them.
And we can take this to tie them up.
Nothing of that kind. You are bloodthirsty children. No, we're only going down there to spy out the land, as it were. Make sure it actually is a falcon. After all, we'd look rather silly if we walked in there arresting everybody and it turned out to be only a duck. Hey, Butch.
What? Oh, yes, true, Mr. Trim. Definitely.
Right. Now, straight down to the towpath. Quickly.
Mr. Trim!
Yes, my dear? Quickly, back inside, my dears. Quickly, quickly.
Don't be frightened of him, Mr. Trim. We can fight him.
No, you don't understand, Butch. It's because he'd follow us.
If he tries that, we'll call a copper.
No, no. Quick. Let's dash through the back door. Come on.
But Mr. Trim!
No time for lots, my dear. Come along. We mustn't let that birdman follow us. Quick. Straight to the canal. Let's find that house as quickly as we can. We mustn't let that birdman meet the other crooks. Right.
So what did that birdman want?
Yeah, and why was he watching Mr. Trim's shop?
In the swirling sky, a bird can swoop and fly. There's a hunter in the sky. Watch him swoop, see him spy. There's a hunter in the sky. See him stoop. The hunter in the sky.